Right, will we get going? I'm here in Galway today to have a chat with the very talented Irish artist, Ciara O'Neill. And Ciara, I'm so glad to be here because normally we get to see art in like a gallery or an exhibition, or you get to see it online. But today I'm actually where you create your art, which is amazing. So thank you very much for having me here.
Oh, thanks for coming down.
We have to say hello to Rio as well. Rio wants to be part of this. So tell me, how did you get into art?
Well, I've always been creative. When I was in school, I always struggled with subjects, like normal subjects. I am dyslexic, but I actually didn't get properly diagnosed until I was 30.
Oh, wow, okay.
So until that point, I was like, what is that? Why are things not like falling into place for me like other people in terms of just reading, spelling, dealing with numbers? It was always a struggle. So it was great to actually find out for sure that I was dyslexic. And I was like, well, that also explains why I'm so drawn to being creative, why I need to make things, I need to work with my hands, I need to be moving. I have had many jobs where I'm sitting behind a computer and I'm just sitting all day long, looking at a screen, typing. Just was never a job for me.
Yeah.
So the only thing that I loved in school was art.
Okay.
And when I finished school, I actually went to high school in America. We lived there. I was 12 when we moved over. So I graduated high school when I was 17, 18. And then I moved back to Ireland and I didn't have Leaving Cert points. So I did a PLC course first in Galway in interior design. And then from that, I did 2 years in Dublin and then the degree year in Wolverhampton.
Okay.
So I have a degree in interior design, and then there was no work in that field when I got the degree, but it was such a great environment to be in, to be like so creative. We'd make tables and it was just brilliant.
Yeah.
Great way to express yourself. But then after that, I just went into normal jobs doing like admin roles, and I moved to Australia then, and I worked in the University of Sydney for about 5 years. But like that, it was an office job.
Yeah.
So in the evenings, I would go to galleries. I'd do a little bit of painting.
Yeah.
Just because I loved it. But then, so I was married at the time, and that didn't work out. So the marriage actually broke up. So I moved back to Ireland in 2016, and that was the point for me where I was like, it's now or never. It's always been a dream of mine to be an artist.
Yeah.
And I used to always joke with the girls because my initials spell con, so Ciara O'Neill. So I was like, con artist. Like, I'm going to be an artist, it's going to be con artist. It's going to be my name. They were like, oh, Ciara, no, don't do that. But I always said that I wanted to be an artist when I was younger. So when I was living with my parents, that kind of gave me a bit of freedom in a way where I could kind of chase my dream.
Okay.
And there was no huge pressure on me to make it work.
Yeah.
You know, if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it would still be a hobby of mine.
Yeah.
But I absolutely became obsessed with painting and kind of making it into a successful business for myself.
Yeah.
Because so much had happened previously within my marriage and all of that. I kind of really lost who I was before.
Okay.
Like, my spark was totally gone.
Yeah.
And I would kind of say I was a shell of myself, my former self. And I really wanted to get the old me back.
Yeah.
And the only way I knew how was to be creative and to work with colour and just to see where that would bring me.
And when you were, we'll say, it sounds like you had a bit of a tough time. Like when you were going through that, were you expressing yourself through art then, or was that were you not in that space at the time?
Anything creative, I love it. So I kind of was actually
Yeah.
doing stuff creatively, and that was being on film sets.
Okay.
Because Sydney, there's Fox Studios over there, and it's a small city in a way that like there's loads of movies that are filmed within Fox Studios. And I love anything creative, being a part of like say made up worlds and stuff. So I joined an extras agency, and by doing that I ended up being on some really cool film sets or movie sets. You can see the back of my head in Mad Max.
Claim
if you
to fame,
like,
yeah.
pause it, that's my hair there, the back of my head running towards the, it's like the big, huge waterfall scene when they get water.
Okay, yeah.
The huge drought and then they get water. And I was like, that's me, the wretched dweller desert person. But, and then I was Cate Blanchett's double as well in a movie, which is so cool.
I could see that, yeah.
Yeah, well, I suppose we're the same height and skin tone, but I love her as an actress, love her. And she's so nice as well, so.
Which is a bonus, yeah.
It was, she great, like, energy about her.
So you were kind of, I suppose, you were still very creative no matter what was happening in your life.
Yeah, I find being creative an escapism, so my marriage was quite intense. And by me being an extra on these movie sets was like a definite release for me as well, to be around like other creative people, and essentially we're adults playing dress up and so I was escaping in a way creatively over there at the time, doing a little bit of painting but not much.
So like Ciara O'Neill, the con artist now, like where would you say you get your inspiration from? Like, do you think, like, it sounds like you did an awful lot of traveling. You were in various different places when you were younger. Like, would it be from travel or the people you met, or where would you say you get that inspiration from?
I'd say it's a combination of everything. I have traveled an awful lot. I've always been like the new kid in a class. I've always been the new kid in a school. I've been to so many different schools growing up. I would say it's a collection of everything just kind of coming together.
Yeah.
In Australia now, I feel like I've drawn a lot of my colour palette from living in a warm climate.
Okay.
So you'd be walking around in summer clothes and they're like pastels, bright pinks. It's sunny, it's warm, there's blue skies. I'd go to galleries, the art would be bright, vibrant, colourful.
Yeah.
Just love it. Just really cheery, really, really nice, like draws me in straight away.
Okay. And would you say, like, when I look at your art, like the colours, the shapes, everything that you use in your art, like to me, it's like joy and happiness on a canvas. Like, so do you think that emotion plays a part, or like how do you see emotion feeding into your art? Because I suppose when people look at any art, it can evoke different emotions in different people depending on where they are in their life, what might have happened to them. Maybe it's more nostalgic to them.
It's funny because, so for me, I was going through a very difficult period when I first started the business. And I wanted to really bring happiness and joy back in because there wasn't any for a long time. So I was kind of doing it for me first.
Okay.
I was bringing the bright colours, bringing the colourful palettes and messing around with this, that and the other, and being free with how everything like kind of went onto the canvas.
Yeah.
So I was doing that for quite some time for myself. But then I started to get feedback from customers saying that the joy that they get from my work, when they get up in the morning, they walk into their living room and they're greeted by this colourful piece of art and the joy that they get. And I was like, oh my God, that's so nice to hear.
Yeah.
So it was like an added bonus. I was essentially doing it for me to get the own me back and all of that. But then to find out that it's affecting other people in such positive ways,
Yeah.
I loved hearing that. And that's what
Yeah.
kind of the driving force now as well.
I say it's really gratifying.
It is, yeah.
When you know you're making a difference to somebody else's
'Cause
life.
you don't think you would. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it is always lovely to hear
Yeah.
that it's such a positive part in their environment.
When you're working on a piece, do you work in silence or do you listen to anything?
Oh, always music.
Really?
Oh, always music, yeah.
So if there was a soundtrack to your art, what kind of tracks would be on it?
Oh, oh my God, a mix of everything.
Really?
Everything except for country. I've never liked country. But everything. Like I love the Chemical Brothers, Radiohead,
Okay.
Houseplants.
Okay.
Do you know
yeah.
them? They're like
Yeah,
they're
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a mix Blur. And I love Tears for Fears.
Okay.
80s, like good 80s music.
No room for Taylor Swift in any of this now?
A couple of her songs are nice. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
like some of her songs. Yeah, and Beyonce, I like a bit of Beyonce as well. I can't think of many pop.
Yeah. It's amazing though, like it's kind of how music can actually influence what you do as well.
Yeah.
Like, because I mean, I know some people like to work in silence. I love to have a bit of music in the background as well because I find it just a little bit inspiring if you're having a flat day or whatever.
Yeah, it depends on the mood as well. Like some days I have really mellow, slow music. Like, it depends on what's happening
Okay.
with me and stuff.
Yeah.
Or it's like, LCD sound system is on or,
Yeah.
but always has to be music on.
If your life didn't take the turns that it did take,
Yeah.
and you came back to Galway and, kickstarted your very successful business, what do you think you'd be doing now?
If I didn't do this,
Yeah, if you weren't an artist.
yeah. If I
what
had to
would
pick
you
something
be?
else,
Yeah.
I'd love to help animals.
Really? Yeah.
I would definitely set up like an animal sanctuary to care for neglected or mistreated animals or animals that don't have a home or
Yeah. So you're very
I hate to
caring.
see animals in
I know.
pain. I hate to see like I would love to be a vet, but I know I'd never be able to be a vet because I feel like I'd see too much that I
You
wouldn't
feel
like.
too much.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes, you need to just not feel so
Yeah.
much to be able to do a job like that.
Yeah. I'd definitely be bringing that home with me. Do you know, I'd be like a ball, like say if it was not, I wouldn't like
You would have a house full of animals probably.
I would have a house full of animals, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think is your biggest success to date in the art world?
In the art world. I think when Brown Thomas got in touch with me it was during lockdown, they were opening up a new store in Dundrum and
I know it well.
yeah, it's a good store. It's a really good one. It's really big.
Yeah.
In comparison to the one in Galway, when I went up there first, I was like, oh my God, it's massive. But I thought it was a spam email at first.
Right.
Because, I have tried to, I probably definitely did email them going, hey guys, look at my stuff.
Yeah,
But,
you got to do that, yeah.
And don't really hear anything back. But when they sent the email, I was like, is this for real? And it totally was. So I was their artist in residence for the opening of the new Dundrum store and my art was everywhere.
Yeah.
It was great. It was such a cool experience and they were so lovely to work with as well. And from there, I worked with them on a couple of other projects as well. So there was Create and the Marvel Room was during Christmas. So a great experience with Brown Thomas.
Bit of a pinch me moment, I'd say.
Bit of a pinch me moment, yeah, because it also showcased my work in a totally different way as well.
Yeah.
And it got seen by, I'd say, a lot of people that wouldn't have probably seen my work before. So, yeah, that was such a great experience.
And it might have opened the door as well for you for more kind of commercial work.
It did. It actually led to other jobs. Say, for example, the Westbury, the Wild restaurant upstairs. So I designed the menu cover for that. And I also was a part of creating a new restaurant for, not create, but like the vibe of a new restaurant for the Conrad Hotel in Dublin.
Yeah.
So I painted a huge mural on one wall, and then my art was kind of like dotted around the rest of the restaurant, which was a great experience.
And it's great, like even, you know, for when you have your own business, getting an opportunity like that, because then your work gets seen by so many people that mightn't have crossed your path before that.
Yeah, that's it.
So if you were to, if your art was to hang in the home of like a really well-known person with, or, you know, a big celebrity, who would that be and why?
Well, Joanne McNally, but she has a couple of pieces.
Yeah,
she's so funny. She's so nice, and she's so colourful.
She is very colourful,
But if I was to pick somebody else, Gwen Stefani.
Yeah.
How cool would that be? If
Yeah.
a piece of art was in Gwen Stefani's home. Lenny Kravitz as well, I think, would be quite cool. If he had a piece of mine in his home, that would be deadly.
Have you reached out to her?
No, I should.
You should.
Send him a message on Instagram. Lenny.
So for people, like, I suppose in the job that I do when I'm designing homes, I do try and incorporate art, and in particular Irish art where I can. And I've met so many people who maybe they don't know anything about art, but they still want to be able to support Irish art. So for people who don't know a lot about art, like, and they want that special piece for their home, what are the things they should consider before they choose?
Yeah. So what I would suggest is, do they want the piece to be a focal point in their room? Do they want it to jump out? Or do they want a piece that blends in with their environment? Mm-hmm. Do they want it to talk to them in a certain way? Do they want it to bring something to them like joy or happiness?
Yeah.
Do they want to bring a bit of quirkiness into their room?
And do you do like commissions?
I used to when I started off first. I used to do commissions, but I actually can't take them on anymore because it's so busy. It's just been such a busy time.
Yeah.
That I just don't take them on. So what I do is I just paint a series and then release them. Yeah.
But I guess you've so many different even color palettes going on in your art anyway, that if somebody were to try and tie into a particular scheme in their home, they're probably going to, one of your paintings is going to work anyway. Yeah.
So hopefully, you know, that would work for them. I do get requests every now and again for commissions. I normally turn them away, but every now and again there could be an opening where I could fit one in.
Yeah.
But it's not often.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of my favorite sweatshirts that I wear is a Ciara O'Neill designed sweatshirt.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, there you go now.
Which one?
It's the original black one.
Oh, with the houndstooth.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, I absolutely love it. Yeah, with the circle.
Thanks.
So tell me a bit about how you got into, say, clothing, and you have a homeware line as well, and why you decided to go that route.
Oh, anything creative. I love it. Anything. I love fashion as well. I love interiors, love homewares. I also think anything is possible. Mm-hmm. Don't let anything hold you back. If you want to do something, why not do it?
Yeah.
Like, what's stopping you from doing it? If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But at least you tried. I've always loved fashion. So I said I'd love to just have a few designs on some apparel. And I love designing apparel as well.
Yeah.
So
I suppose in some ways it's a bit of a natural extension.
Yeah. I never thought of it as it was a separate thing in any way. It's still design.
Okay, yeah.
So
what's next for you? Anything exciting in the pipeline?
There actually is something really exciting in the pipeline.
Which you can't tell me.
I can't really say it. I know, yeah. We're still working.
Give us a hint.
Well, I wonder, can I give a hint without... It's an object that you can use.
Okay.
You can't wear it.
Okay.
So maybe that's...
Okay. Can you carry it?
You could carry it.
Right.
And
okay.
No, I was going to say something else there, but that could totally give it away.
All right, we'll leave you alone on that.
Yeah. So I'm collaborating with someone on it.
Okay, brilliant.
And we're very excited about it. I'm working on a design at the moment, and we're actually getting some samples sent to us in a couple of weeks of the
Very
product.
good.
So we
Okay.
cannot wait to see these samples.
I'm not going to push you anymore on it.
Coming soon.
So where can people see your work, if they want to purchase a piece from you?
So mostly I sell my art online,
Okay.
through the website.
Yeah.
I don't have an open studio. I might in a couple of years' time.
Okay.
But for now, everything is through the website.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all people need anyway.
Yeah.
I will tell them I've seen all this in person anyway, and tell them how amazing it is.
Do you know what I get as well? Like when people see the work in person for the first time, they're like, it's even more colourful.
Yeah.
In person when you see it.
It really is. It's so vivid.
Yeah.
And I'm so delighted that I did get to see all of your work, and I kind of, it's great to be able to kind of get behind the scenes and just see where you are inspired and where you do your work. So thank you so much for having me today.
Oh, well, thanks for coming down to my little bubble in Tuam, because
Delighted to
I
be
basically
here.
just like stay here all the time.
No,
painting,
it's obviously,
thinking of ideas.
it's paying off. Thank you, Ciara.